All right, for this training, we're going to talk about Gmail. So when you're in Chrome, all you've got to do is come over here and click Mail, and that's one way to open it. Another way is to click on the group of dots and click Mail here. Or you can come over to the group of dots over here and also click Gmail there. So it's going to load your Gmail. So this is the initial view. It's pretty unruly. So we want to clean it up a little. So the first thing we're going to do is go over to this settings, then down to settings. And we're going to go to labs, and we're going to turn on the preview pane. Okay, so once we turn this on, click Save Changes. Now we have a preview pane, so we can read our email on our screen. So that's step one. Then we're going to go to Settings, and we're going to go to the inbox, and we're going to say Unread First, and then Customize, and we're going to add a section for Starred. This is the way I set it up. You can play with these as much as you want to customize how you view your mail. I'm just showing you what I've found to be the most useful. So I'm going to click Save Changes. And then one other thing you want to do is go into Settings and go down here to the very first, to the stars, and then you can set which stars you use. So when you click, it'll be 1 click for this star, 2 clicks for the yellow star, 3 for the blue, 4 for the purple. And then you can change these, drag them around. The more you add, the more clicks. So however you feel you would like to use the stars in Google. The way I see it is the red is immediate action, the red is needs action. The blue is, hey, this is information you're going to need pretty soon. And the purple is, I have no clue, let's look into it. All right, so we're going to go back to the inbox, and you can see that, so I have no unread messages, and I have plenty of stuff that's starred, and then I have everything else. So now I can go through these and say, okay, what is this, and what do I need to do with it? And so these are like task items, things that I need to do. And then when I'm done, like I've already updated these leads, then I just click the star, and the next time I come into my inbox, then that message is gone. Okay, now we're going to quickly cover using labels, and then finding emails, and then finally we're going to send an email, and then we'll be through with our Gmail coverage. So a label is like a folder in Outlook. Basically, you want to label something so that you can quickly find it later. So let's say that this email right here from Bart, I want to label it. So I'm going to go up here to Labels, and I don't have a label for Bart already, so I'm just going to say Bart, and then say Create New. Now at this point I can nest it, so if I have a label called Clients or Coworkers, then I could put it under Coworkers and nest Bart under there with everybody else. I'm not going to on this time, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit Create. So now if I go to this Bart folder, label over here, you're going to see that there's that one email, and then I can actually go in here also and change the color if I want. So everything from Bart will be, I already have a green one, so let's go with orange. And now when I go to my inbox, you're going to see that that color is there. So like you'll notice if I scroll down, I got some bullhorn labels in there. And then later on, whenever I'm looking for something, I can go in here and say Bart, and look under the label Bart, and quickly get to it. It's just a fast way of getting to things. So that's multiple ways to get to it. You can click on your label over here, or you can just start typing the label name up here, and either way you'll get to it. And then to clear a label, you just go to your email and then click, and it'll get rid of the label. And then you can go over here and remove the label if you need to. Sorry, Bart. Okay, So another way, so quick way of finding emails. Let's say that I need to find an email from Joe asking me about a printer. I can just type Joe printer and I can hit enter. And then it's like Google. I can see where every email Joe has sent me where he's talking about a printer at some point is in here. And then I can just quickly start looking through here and trying to find exactly what I'm looking for. So quick way of finding things. You could also go in, click this little search options. You could say from who you think it's from, maybe where the subject line or has some of the words in the subject line. And then you can also try to find a date. If you think it was in 2 weeks of a certain date, then you can search that way as well. And you can search all your mail, or you can say just something in my sent box or my inbox, or maybe something that was that I've deleted. All right, last but not least, email, Compose. So I'm going to go to Compose, and let's get rid of Penn and Teller there because it's kind of distracting. So let's go to Compose. So if I want to send an email to somebody, I can click to, and I can pick somebody in my contacts list, or I can search for somebody. So if I wanted to send an email to Derek, looks like I have several Derek contacts in there for some reason. Probably from multiple different mailboxes I'm connected to. But I could select his name and I could select, and now it'll send to Derek. Or I could just type in and hit enter and pull them that way. Type my subject line. And now I can start typing my email. Down at the bottom, you have the option of changing your fonts, the size, bold, underline something, make it a numbered list or bullets, multiple options. You can attach Google Drive files by clicking this. You can attach a file from your machine by clicking the paperclip. I wouldn't request or send money. You can attach photos this way by clicking this, and then it will embed a photo. You can insert a web link, or you can insert some emojis. And if you decide you don't want to send the email, you can click this draft can and it'll discard the draft for you. And then there's other options here, so you can have your emails default to a full screen when you open them. You can go ahead and attach a label to it now. So for like sent items, it'll show up in your labels this way. You can request a read receipt, or you can change it to plain text mode, which gets rid of all your formatting. And then once you're ready, you just click send. That is the basics of Gmail. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you very much.